Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're planning a trip to the marvelous city, well, you've just struck gold. In today's explainer, we are going way beyond those basic surface-level recommendations. We've actually built the ultimate insider's blueprint to experiencing Rio de Janeiro far beyond the standard tourist traps. We'll be using some incredible insights from the local experts at Tocorime Rio to help unlock the secrets of how to truly live the city.
Okay, let's dive into this. On one side, you have your standard tourist experience, right? You're sticking to the crowded beaches, you're snapping that obvious postcard photo, and then heading straight back to the hotel. It's beautiful, sure, but it's kind of shallow. On the flip side is the real goal, living like a true local, a carioca. We're talking immersive culture, finding these hidden trails that reveal absolutely unbelievable views, and establishing a deep historical connection. It's the difference between just visiting a city and actually feeling it pulse beneath your feet.
So here is our roadmap for this explainer. 1. The true Carioca spirit. 2. The legacy of Little Africa. 3. Our curated countdown of the top 5 must-do tours. And 4. Crucial street smarts on how to avoid scams. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. O verdadeiro espírito carioca, or discovering the authentic lifestyle. Experiencing the real Rio really requires a complete shift in mindset.
You know, a lot of folks think carioca is just a demographic term for someone who happens to be born in Rio, but as our sources show, it's so much more than that. It is an absolutely vibrant lifestyle. Being carioca means having this unbreakable connection to the nature surrounding the city, honoring ancestral samba roots, and experiencing daily life through deeply sensory routines. It's really a way of moving, interacting, and just breathing the city.
Let's look at how this works in practice. The local experts at Tocorime really emphasize adopting these specific daily routines. It's not just looking at trees, it's actively connecting with nature by hiking the Atlantic forest. It's going on sensory journeys, like tasting real Brazilian coffee, understanding the pulsing daily life inside local communities, and diving headfirst into the roots of samba. When you actually incorporate these actions, your visit transforms from a simple tour into a genuine, unforgettable cultural exchange.
Moving on to Section 2. The historical roots of Rio, focusing on the profound legacy of Little Africa.
We really need to take a step back here and revere this monumental history. These are the pillars that helped build not just Rio, but the cultural, musical, and social identity of all of Brazil. In the port region, you have the Valongo Wharf, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You've got Pedro do Sal, literally the birthplace of Rio Samba. And you can walk down entire historical streets where the very stones tell stories of Afro-Brazilian ancestry and resistance.
And that brings us to this powerful insight from the source material. This is not just a historical tour. It's a deep connection to the cultural soul of the city. Honestly, that hits the nail on the head. Understanding this African heritage is absolutely essential if you want to understand the true Rio de Janeiro beyond just the famous beaches.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is we are kicking off Section 3, our highly anticipated countdown of the top 5 must-do authentic experiences.
Starting us off at number 5.
The Brazilian coffee tasting at Vanguarda Café. Forget the idea of just ordering a quick espresso at a crowded counter. This is a full-on educational dive into one of the most emblematic products of Brazilian culture. You literally follow the bean's entire journey from the field through the specific roasting processes right to your perfectly prepared cup. It's an amazing way to live like a carioca with a very refined palate.
Cruising right along to number 4.
Sailing Guanabara Bay and the Cagueiras Islands. Seeing Rio from the sea gives you a completely exclusive, contemplative perspective away from the busy streets. Imagine escaping the crowds on a sailboat, surrounded by crystal-clear waters, highly preserved nature, and catching that classic, stunning sunset reflecting off the city. It's simply unmissable.
Entering our top 3.
The Rosina Favela Immersive Tour. Now, this is an eye-opening experience that completely shatters stereotypes. By going with certified guides, you get direct, incredibly safe contact with the local community. You witness capoeira performances, and most importantly, you experience the real, vibrant daily life of the hardworking heart of the city.
Just missing the top spot at number 2.
Hiking the Tijuca Forest and Pedra de Gavia. Rio is home to the largest urban forest in the world, and you can literally conquer it. You can reach the spectacular Pico de Tijuca, which is over 1,000 meters high, safely. And the key word there is safely. Doing this with certified mountain guides who provide first aid support and all the necessary safety gear means you can just focus entirely on the thrill and your connection to nature.
And finally, the absolute #1 experience on our list.
Maracanã Match Day. And this brilliantly illustrates our premise that planning is everything. Going to a Flamengo or Fluminense match with a local guide provides total security while letting you safely lose yourself in that unmatched, vibrant fan atmosphere. You get VIP access, totally secure transport, and official tickets. You get to experience the greatest energy on the planet without any of the logistical stress.
All right, let's look at Section 4, Essential Safety Street Smarts, or how to avoid scams in Rio. Because to enjoy everything we just talked about, you really need to be smart about it. These 3 actionable steps are your personal shield. Step 1, never go to major events alone if you don't know the city dynamics. Just don't do it. Step 2, hire established local companies like Tocorime that offer complete private transfers. It saves you so many transportation headaches. And Step 3, the golden rule, always verify that your guide is cadastre certified. That's the government's guarantee that you're with a trained professional. Sticking to this blueprint ensures you stay safe and scam-free.
Which leaves us with one final thought. We've shown you how to bypass the generic tourist traps, how to understand the rich Afro-Brazilian heritage, and how to safely live the routines of an authentic carioca. Rio is a complex, vibrant, and entirely unforgettable place when you have the right keys to open its doors. So, the only question left is, are you ready to discover the real Rio? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you on the next exploration.